Hello everyone, Wolf25 here, and today we're going to be doing a guide on Eidolons, the Eidolons that give you arcanes. So this is just a, I guess, basic guide, I guess you could say, and also advanced guide at the same time. If you ever want to try and do Eidolon solo, I don't recommend it. If you want to be in a team, I have put up videos for both my Wisp and my Hera builds and the gameplay in the YouTube channel already. I'll be sure to put the links for those videos in the description, and if they're not there, just search random my video because for some reason YouTube's upload thing is kind of broken where you put links in descriptions and sometimes they're not there after the upload. So, alright, let's get into the build. So step one, as you can imagine with any other Warframe, you're going to have to put a decent amount of format into it. When I'm running solo with Volt, this is the full build here. I guess the primed mods aren't technically fully required. It's just this is probably most nearly optimal. I'm not going to say it's the best because there's people out there that speedrun this for a living, that speedrun Eidolon Cap solo with Volt. Volt is the absolute best solo Eidolon Hunter if I had to say. You can do it with any frame, but it just takes a lot of time. But if you have the helmet segment, put Eclipse on him. Put Eclipse on Volt. You're going to need it for the amount of damage increase because even at night you can still get damage increase at 343% even though it's technically nighttime. They eventually changed it to where it was permanently damage reduction into you get damage increase from being in the moonlight now. So yeah, make sure you put that on his fourth because you're not ever going to be utilizing his fourth. His electric shield, speed, and shock will all be utilized because of the shock trooper augment. Make sure you get this augment. I can't remember which faction you get it from, but do definitely make sure that you have it. Prime Sure-Footed. If you don't have this, change it out for Handspring because Prime Sure-Footed is locked behind a login amount. I think it's like 200 or 300 days. If you got it, great. If you don't, it's fine. You could run you could run regular sure-footed or handspring. I do believe most people run handspring if they don't have prime sure-footed. Arcane Nullifier. The reason you want this is so that way you are not completely decimated or your energy is not completely decimated every single time that the Eidolon screams after the damage phase. Guardian for more survivability. And when it comes to survivability, we're going to talk about two other things in just a little bit after the builds, especially if you're on console. It is possible to make hotkeys on your controller if you are on console. So enough of the Volt build. There's that. Let's talk about the Rubico build. So my Rubico, of course, I have a ribbon on it, but if you do not have a ribbon, that is also completely fine. Go with Stormbringer. Just replace the Rubico ribbon with Stormbringer. 5 Forma. I have been told, apparently, that some people put the primary arcane adapter. I actually don't want to install that, but this is what I've been going with. I really honestly want to say this probably isn't the greatest setup for Rubico. There's probably a completely different build out there that's better than mine. Like maybe somebody out there has like Point Strike swapped out with Critical Delay because they buffed that mod recently. It's just minus fire right now. I'm not entirely sure, but this is what I've been going with for a long time now, and it's served me very, very well. If you don't know what amalgam serration is, just put regular serration on. That's completely fine as well. Amalgam serration is from doing the, what do you call it? The fractures, Thermia fractures on Fortuna, which comes up like once a month and it stays up there for like a whole month. And as for my kit gun, this is all this on here. If you don't have a Riven, just swap it out for Lethal Torrent. This is just more fire rate and more multi-shot. Galvanized Diffusion, if you don't know what those are from, that is from the arbitrations. So, yeah. Prime mods, completely up to you. The reason I use this kit gun is because of the widespread angle that it has. It also has a large amount of punch through. It will one-shot the Vombalists into their, ghost state. So then that way, if I see one around the lure, I can just shoot this, and they instantly go into their ghost state, and then the lure will capture their soul. So there's the build for that. The adapter won't matter because you're not really killing with it, but Pack Seeker also doesn't matter. Do not worry about that. This is just the basic build I've always gone with. And as for the Gunblade, I've actually seen some people use Zaz, but I really don't want to try that. If you don't have a Redeemer, if you don't have a Redeemer ribbon, that is also fine. It has to be a dash polarity. So if I had to say, to replace that with, let's see here. It would be Shocking Touch, because on this, wait, hold a minute. Which one did I have? It was Voltaic Strike. I need to put another format into it. Yeah, so it would be Voltaic Strike. It would be Shocking Touch. Go with that instead. If you're looking at all these builds, you're like, holy shit, that's a lot of forma. And you're thinking Tridolon, like solo Eidolon hunting won't be for you. Just always go to recruiting chat, check your recruiting chat. When it's nighttime, there's usually people looking around for groups to get together. I don't really see anybody putting up for right now. But then again, I'm also on console. Not as many people on console as there is PC. On to the Tenno class. If you don't have this yet, get it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Reason for that is because of this. This right here. This motherfucker right here. Void Strike. On leaving Void mode, the next 8 attacks deal 12% additional damage for every second spent cloaked. Cloak consumes 2 additional energy. This is going to help with your primary damage and your operator damage. The damage you're going to be dealing with your Warframe and the damage you're dealing with your operator. You absolutely need this if you are going solo. If there's been another school that you're working on, try and swap to this. And plus, it's not only that, but you also get bonus damage from the element damage and from Phoenix Talons as well. But Void Strike is going to be your big bread and butter when it comes to Eidolon hunting. You need this. If you don't have it and you want to be a solo, or not solo, I'm sorry, if you want to like help your group and you're in a group, you can get Unairu. This I don't recommend for solo. I think most people that run solo that are like top of the leaderboards, but like top in damage, they don't use Unairu. I have seen some people that go solo that use Unairu, but most people will go with Void Strike. But if you want to know what Unairu does, Void Blast has a 100% chance to summon a wisp when it damages an enemy. The wisp can be picked up by allies to increase operator damage by 100% for 12 seconds. So that stacks. There's something else I'm going to be explaining with the operator here in a second. But essentially, you just get to the Eidolon, you do your little Void Clap, and it'll spawn a wisp. But we're not going to be using that. We will be using Matarai in this video and on this run. Smita Kavat. Or not Smita Kavat, actually. This is the Adarza Kavat. Reason for Adarza is for more crit chance. The Cat's Eye Adarza Kavat mod, their special ability. Adarza Kavat grants 60% increased critical chance for 10 seconds to allies within 25 meters every 20 seconds. Let's go! So it provides you more crit chance to your Rubico and your other weapons. So if you're struggling with the limbs and that procs, that will grant you even more damage. 8 Forma, like I said, I know there's a lot of Forma into it. Prime mods, not always a necessity. It's just something I highly recommend. And let's see. Let's go to Necromech. Actually, I'm not gonna bring up the Necromech. I'll save that for a different day, actually. So for your gear wheel, when it comes to hotkeying your stuff, if you're on console and you want to hotkey your energy and your health pads because you're doing this solo, like I said, you saw no survivability mods on the Volt whatsoever. You can use these hotkeyed on your controller at any given time, so that way you're just making sure you're not dying and you're not running out of energy. All you have to do in order to hotkey that, bring your pause menu, go to options, and right here, right at the beginning, customize controller, and see how I've got these hotkeyed. Gear hotkey 4, and you can change that to any other hotkey or like any other gear weapon or gear piece that's in your gear wheel. And I had it on 3 and 4, so it's 3 and 4. That's how you just easily set up hotkeys for your controller. It can help you in a pinch. I didn't change anything, but thanks, Warframe. All right. Next up, I would say, is our operator. And I'll show what the kick gun pieces are here in a little bit. Let me just show the other 2 operator arcanes. So the operator arcanes, Magus Lockdown, that will lock down the, the bomb ballists that will hold them in place. So if you're worried about them moving too much, that will hold them in place. When they go into their void mode or their ghost mode, I do not think that holds them down in place. I think they can still move after placing lockdown, but in the regular form, if they're moving around too much, you can go with lockdown. Magus Elevate. What Magus Elevate does on transference into your Warframe, 95% chance to restore 300 health to Warframe. So it can be used at a pinch. So if you don't have like health pads crafted or anything like that, if you have a rank 5 Elevate, you can use this to transfer back into your Warframe and instantly get 300 health. So that can definitely save you in a pinch. This Arcane, I can't express how important this is. It's very, 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 very important. Virtuous Shadow. On headshot, 40% chance for plus 60% critical chance for 12 seconds. This is how you maximize the damage you output with your amp along with Volt Shields, which still does apply, but we'll get into that when we're actually out on the plains of Eidolon. You need this. If you're wondering where you get this, you get it from Onco. You need 10 of them to make it max rank. If you're wondering where you get Lockdown from, it's Fortuna from Little Duck. If you've got to rank 5 in Fortuna, which I highly recommend you do, because Profit Taker, if you haven't done that yet, and this is an Eidolon video, but getting to rank 5 in Fortuna allows you to do Profit Taker, and speedrunning Profit Taker gets you more lockdown. Magus Elevate comes from Quills and Onco, just like Virtuous Shadow, and allows you to get those arcanes. So as for the amp is the Clamora Prism, Propus Scaffold, and Certus Brace. It kind of does like a... I'm sorry, excuse me. It does like a Kamehameha kind of Void Beam thing, which people use on solo just because it's... If you're not used to managing your Void Strike stacks, it's kind of like the go-to thing to just use that beam to try and proc your Virtuous Shadow, shoot through Volt Shield, and you just deal more damage that way. But so the Clamora, Propa, and Certus, I think, are all Little Duck pieces. I think Clamora is from Onco. I'm not entirely sure, but those are the exact pieces that I use, and it does just fine. If you want to replace the Prism, you can also do the Raplac Prism. That's what people use in groups, though, if I'm not mistaken. There may be different setups out there. And in this video, if you're thinking, it's like, well, that's bullshit. I've heard of all these other different setups that could be a lot better than this. Trust me, I might not be running the best setup myself either. There may be a whole new meta came out, and I don't know about it. So don't take anything I say to absolute heart. It may not actually be the most optimized. So yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else to cover? I don't know if this has been fixed or not, but I'm going to mention it anyway about the Necromech. I don't know if it's a thing anymore or not. I don't think it is. Somebody said that they fixed it, but if you want to use your Necromech to use for damage during the damage phase when you're trying to shoot the limb, I go with Void Rig. It's a lot of Forma into it. 7 Forma into the Void Rig. Again, I don't know if they fixed it or not. I might actually try it when we're doing the video, but somebody said they fixed it to where you can't deal damage with it anymore, which would be weird. I don't know why they would fix that, but there's the build for the Void Rig and the Acrubex. If I'm going too fast for you, remember, just hit the pause button and take screenshots. There's the Acrubex. You really, really, really want automatic trigger. That makes its damage output so much higher. But oh, the kit gun. Yeah, I need to show the kit gun. Let's see. It is... The chamber is Catch Moon. It's the Splat handle and then the Haymaker. It's Splat, Catch Moon, Haymaker for those three, if I'm not mistaken. For those pieces, because it's very high crit and it's high crit multiplier. So let's put this on solo. Let's go into Cetus. Never, ever, 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 ever load directly into the plains of Eidolon when you are in a group, because there's been so many times where somebody doesn't have a strong enough connection and it boots them. It boots them from the group. Do not do it. So go to Cetus. Starting out. Loady, loady, loady. Let's turn that off. And if you want to just instantly fast travel to Kanzu, always double check what you got before you decide to head in, just to make sure your setup is completely right, like it needs to be. Rubico, good. Catch Moon, good. Matarai, Fault, all set up. Good to go. So, let's go do it. I'm going to try and be as slow about it as possible. I'm not going to try and speed through it. That way I can explain each step. And if you're wondering if I'm on the 1X or the Series X or Series S or anything like that, I'm on the Xbox One X. I haven't gotten a Series X yet because of the wonderful scrappling. No, not scrappling. What do you call it? Scalping. Scrappling. Scalping. Oh. By the way, make sure this is always zoomed in on Rubico. Make sure it's at 5 times zoom for more crit damage. So, he's spawning over here. Let's mark that area. Let's go grab our first lure. So there is this thing experienced Eidolon hunters use called Vom force spawning. And people always usually go and grab this lure. They'll one-shot it. And it's supposed to force spawn Voms. But I don't think it did in this case. Oh, no, there is some Voms here, actually. So that's the Goku beam. There was the one. Where's the other one at? There he is. There's 2 Voms. And there's 2 over here. Alright, cool, so it didn't really force them, but capture him. And that's also another problem when they go into their void mode. They'll like speed away towards you or away from you. So we've grabbed the one. Make sure that it's charged. We'll grab another one. Because you need 2 to capture Terry. Don't worry about charging it. We're going to grab a third one. You only need the 2, but it is wise to grab a third one. And let's go start dealing some damage to Harry. If you're wondering how I'm moving so fast, you'll see the thing at the top right-hand corner. It's called runtime. I forgot about that on the Parazon, but not exactly needed. Where did you go, dude? There you are. Alright, so right off the bat, place a shield down. Actually, that was kind of fucked up. So the first thing I want to teach you is about like spamming your void dash. When you void dash through their head, that can still proc the Virtuous Shadow, so you can go back and forth. So I kind of messed it up. You can do this. It takes a bit to get used to, but when you void dash back and forth like this, that's how people reliably proc their Virtuous Shadow. It's just you have to make sure that you're hitting the head of the Eidolon to proc it. I'm going to go ahead and turn all my procs on. Turn speed on. Procs, do some more energy pads. I'm going to try and hit his head. I missed it. Come on. Come on, you fuck. There we go. Got it. Alright, let's replace the shield down. This is the secondary fire. Now notice one of them did a crap ton of damage. The other one did not crit. That will take his shield down, and now it's the damage phase. We shoot one of his lures. Or not one of his lures, we shoot one of his limbs. Just use Rubico. Bam, it's a one-shot. He's going to scream now. We're going to place a shield directly underneath him. Now we're going to go back and forth his head again to re-proc the Virtuous Shadow. He's going to get back up. But we're going to shoot 2 of these. His shield is down again. Now, while he's doing that, I'm going to explain something about that leg timing. About when he's about to set his other leg down is when you can shoot off your second shot with your operator amp like that, and you'll do damage right as his shields come back up. The expert Eidolon hunters will like maximize their timing on that. If you want to practice that, that's completely up to you. So now his shields are down again, so we'll just shoot his other arm. We're also going to hit a couple other Vombolists to charge the other lure. Let's proc Virtuous Shadow. Let's place another shield down. I forgot to get in position, but that's okay. Let's just use the Goku Blast here. If you want to quickly re-get that Virtuous Shadow, you can just shoot at his head like that. To get it back and procced. Remember to keep an eye on your timers at the bottom right-hand corner. Keep an eye on your timers. His shield is down again, so let's hit the other limb. Oh, he roared. So this is something that Eidolons also do when there are too many Vombalists around. They will scream, and then their little Vombalist buddies will regenerate his shields. They'll start regenerating his shields. You have to find the other Vombalists that are in the area and take them out. Once you take them out, then you can start hitting his shields again. Alright, so you can see those lures are all charged. Where's the other Vombalist that's still healing him? There's one way over here. You just look for those little connection cords, and that's how you can tell. Where are you going, Terry? Now I'm less track of him. Come here, buddy. Where are you going? So you notice he regenerated a lot of his shields, so it's very imperative that you take control, or that you take care of those other Vombalists that are around quickly. Otherwise, he's just going to keep regaining shields. So let's do this. Let's proc the Virtuous Shadow. Go back into Operative Void. 1, 2, 3. Notice some of those didn't crit proc, so we got to keep going this. He's roared again. Let's just do this way. And let's take out a limb. If I can get a shot. My shot sucked. Come on. Can't get a shot in. Too ambitious. He's going to scream again. So let's proc our Virtuous Shadow. If I can get it to proc. There's not always a great chance that it's going to proc. He's already put that leg down. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Shields are down. Let's redo our Shock Trooper. One shot. So now, what he's going to do, he's going to go into his little crying state. What I'm going to do is go and look for other lures really quick while he does that. So that way we can get even more lures charged. So when he gets back up, there's a shit ton of other Vombalists that are going to be around. So let's go and grab 2. See if I can get another one. I might be able to get another one in time. Got 3. Let's get back to him, and he's probably going to be back up, standing. Recast your stuff. Let's check for other bombs that are in the area. Let's just let off our couple Tenno shots. Shock Trooper. Place our shield down. And now I'm using the Redeemer Heavy Attack. And that just about one-shot him. Wasn't enough damage because I was also very far away. And you'll see that he's been captured. 2 of the lures are going to disappear now. You notice all these Vombalists are still around. Very good opportunity to try and charge the lures, but we still have the 1 charge. That is completely fine. So, one thing about the Volt Shield, if you don't know this already, what you can do is you can place down up to a total 4, 5, 6. You can place 6 Volt Shields down at the same time, shock them, make sure your Shock Trooper is up, make sure all your buffs are up, and then you can either shoot with your Redeemer. The Redeemer has a damage fall off of, I think it's like max of 26 meters, or you can go with your Rubico Prime and just shoot through that, and that will amplify the amount of critical damage that you have. So let's get out of here. Let's go to the shrine. And what we're going to do is we're going to tell these guys to sit. Hold position, hold position. The 1 charge lure is the 1 lure that's going to stay with us that will prevent the Eidolon from moving to a different location. When we get to the screaming phase, all these other lures are going to come along with us so we can charge them while he's down on his knees crying. So let's put the Brilliant Shard in. That's going to spawn our one dude here. I really don't have to use Arcwing Form for that. Is he spawning on this side? It is this side. Alright, let's put our shield up. Let's proc Virtuous Shadow. Go into Void Mode for a sec. 1, 2, 3. These guys have beefier shields. 1, 2, 3. Let's keep doing it. 1, 2, 3. One, two. Ah, shit. It also has, like, self-damage on these orbs, so if it hits the Eidolon, that's gonna do knockback on you. Let's Puck Virtue Strike again. 1, 2, 3. Let's just go use the Goku Beam. Shields are down. Make sure your buffs are up. Let's hit his armpit, or A. Keep hitting the wrong limbs here, because my shot is shit. There we go. Alright, first limb taken down, and we just rinse and repeat. Proc the Virtuous Shadow. Make sure that your shield is as far up on him as physically possible, because there is a damage fall off for this amp. There is a distance fall off for it. Let's proc the Virtuous Shadow again. Make sure that your lure does not die to the beams. So keep it in an area where you know it's not going to get hit. I'm not close enough for that. I just wasted those stacks. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Shield is down. Let's reproc all of our buffs. 1, 2, there we go. Same thing again. Back and forth. Virtuous Shadow. Staying in void mode. So the fact that we're staying in void mode right now means we're getting more stacks. We're getting our stacks up higher to a higher damage. So that means higher potential damage. Didn't get good damage in on him, so I think I'm just going to use the Goku Beam. And my... shit. Might have been in a bad place there. Let's just do this. Let's just shoot his leg this time. He's down. Let's do this. I can't hit his head. There we go. Got it. Back up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There, we only got 2 off on that. That's alright. Shields are down. Let's get our bust back up. Let's shoot his other leg just because it's easy. Remember what I said about your health pads? That's saving me right now. Shield is down. Proc Virtuous Shadow. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. 1, 2. That was enough. Make sure your procs are back up. Let's hit his arm. I can't hit it. Come on. There we go. How's the lure looking? Lure's looking good. Other leg is down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Should be 2 shots. Yep. Make sure procs are back up. Other limb is down. Now he's going to start crying, so let's go grab the other lures. Follow, follow, follow. And the Vomvalists should come up from this side. I think my recording actually might have broke. Here they come. 2 of these, a bunch of them are going to spawn directly underneath him. So you can just do 1 shot here. Move the lures up this way. Alright, we got enough charged. Let's try and get that 4th one charged up for the next Eidolon. It's okay if it doesn't, just a recommendation. Alright, so we're kind of in a danger zone right now. Yep, Steve's gonna do this. Let's not worry about that. Gotta take out his shields again. There we go. Alright, got it. There we go. And he's captured. So you can just go in your Arcwing mode, use Cosmic Crush, gather all these guys up. So let's get 2 other lures. Grab this one. Because remember, it's 3 for Gary and 3 for Harry. Pick this one up. Go to this. Alright, come here, guys. Come here. What are you doing? That's the charge one. Follow. This is the thing about they get stacked on top of each other sometimes. Alright, you good. Alright, yeah, you're good. And here's Harry. He's facing that way, from what it looked like. Now you can actually void dash. Which way is he facing? Oh no, he is facing the other way. You can actually void dash through like the water because the hitbox is registered down in that area for some reason. Let's reproc that. 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna stay in this form. 1, 2, 3. Reproc a Virtuous Shadow again. Oops. I need to just... Let's make sure our other buffs are up currently at the moment. As you can see, I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm just gonna use the Goku beam for a second. So this is what sucks about Harry, is his lightning attacks can instantly put you out of your operator mode because they do a crap ton of damage. They also might kill your lures, possibly. Yeah, come on. I'm so far away for this. Need to be closer than this. Yep, see, he's going to constantly do the transfer in static, and it's very annoying. Harry is definitely the hardest of the 3. Because he keeps knocking you back with that. It's super annoying. So I think I'm just going to try and use the Goku beam mostly for this fight. Or the primary fire. Try and get this to proc. Come on. There we go. Oh, and something on Harry, these Bombalist blooms are going to spawn a lot. Take care of them, or you will become overwhelmed from Bombalists. Oh, that's so annoying. Where are you going, Harry? You going up the hill, dude? You doing some hiking trips? I know sightseeing is tempting, but... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's just use the Goku beam. Shields are down. Let's make sure our procs are back up. Let's actually use our Redeemer on this leg. One shot, good. Bombalist Bloom is down. The Bombalist Bloom, by the way, can only be hit by your operator. It cannot be hit by your Warframe. I wanted to get rid of all those Bombalists because there's so many of them around. He can easily just regenerate his shields when he does that scream to let the bombs know, hey, I'm low on HP, or I'm low on shield. Help me, help me. 1, 2, 3. This one might be a little bit easier. Come on, move. 1, 2, 3. Let's use some energy pads. Shock, Eclipse, get them all back up. 1, 2. Place this back down. Same as usual. Get your Virtuous Shadow to proc. Get back in a comfy spot with your operator. Leg is almost down. Go ahead and shoot. Not a lot of damage on that one. 1, 2, 3. It's alright. You sent me back into operator. That is A-okay, because we could just do this. I actually died that time. I don't know what killed me that time. Okay. Let's take out the Vombalist Bloom first. We don't need a lot of Vombalist for helping him recover his health. Let's let off one shot here. Honestly, don't even know what killed me on that. Come on. There we go. Shock Trooper up. Shock Trooper is up. Alright. Let's try and get an armpit. There we go. Got his armpit. Place that down. Proc a Virtuous Shadow. Our stacks are at 0, so that's good. Hopefully we'll have enough damage to do. And 1, 2, 3. The lightning is very annoying. Moyo Anoyo. One, 2, 3, get it in. No. Come on. It's really annoying when it doesn't crit. Here we go. Alright, let's get his other armpit if we can. Keep an eye on your health while you're doing this. Make sure you're using... Alright, yep, see there's too many Vombalists around, so we gotta take care of the Vombalists. Not enough energy, so we gotta do this. Are there any more connected to him? There is one more Vombalist connected to him. All the way out here. Don't forget, in operator form, you can use health pads. Just always keep that in mind. Alright, Virtuous Shadow is procced. Good. Let's get a comfy spot underneath him. 1, 2, 3. I'm on a rock. I'm on a rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, why you gotta cuck me? He's gonna stomp. Let's just avoid that. Leg. Leg is down. Oh shit, I lost my lure. Alright, that's a problem. Alright, so I lost the lure. I thought my lure would be okay, but that is not the case. So that means now he's gonna teleport. That's okay, we can instantly pull one back. Let's go ahead and get it charged. Come on, pick that one up. You're right there. Pick it the fuck up. There we go. There's one more over here. Come on. There we go. Where did he respawn at? I didn't check to see where he respawned at. Ah, damn it. I don't know where he respawned at. Plus it's raining and that does not help. Well, that's an issue, chat. There he is. Alright, let's get our procs back up. Our buffs going back up. Let's wait for a good area and just stack up our Void Strike. Virtuous Shadow is procced. Shield. 1, 2, 3. Let's just wait. 1, 2, 3. My crits are horrible on this run. Let's set up a new shield. I wanted to dodge the slam there. Got a good crit there. Let's get back into Warframe mode here. Also keep an eye on your pet. Let's just do the Goku beam, fuck it. This kinda fucked right now. Let's take that Bombless Bloom out. I don't want that to be there. Shield. Let's go ahead and try. He's got like a sliver of shield left. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let's take out that Bombless Bloom. We don't want that to be an issue. It's also spawned all the way up there, which I've never seen before. Kind of annoying. Also use energy pads when you're in operative form, that will also help. Alright, got it procced, good. Can I get these shots off before he moves too far away? Nah, that's a fuck shot. My lure is gonna die. Come on. Come on, get it down. There we go. It's the last limb, I think. Alright, yep, he's on the ground crying. I lost that lure, but that's okay. You can also tell that this is like a lot of visual shit. It's just a lot of visual cancer. So if I had to say anything, it'd be make sure your GPU particles are turned way the fuck down, because it's so much eye cancer that they unnecessarily put on this. It's super annoying. Shoot it. He's also in a very bad spot. So now I gotta get all three of these charged, so it might be a little bit of a struggle on this last part here. The lures should spawn next to me. Did he just get his shields back up? No. Okay, he just screamed and there were no Vombalists around. Alright, the one is charged. That's good. We need more bombs. This actually might be a bit of an issue on this last part here. More Vombalists should spawn. Or at least come towards him anyway. Oh, this is annoying. I know it definitely seems like I'm struggling a lot with this, but I'm not trying to go like so fast if somebody's just watching this for the first time. So if it looks like, man, he fucking sucks at this, I do, and at the same time I don't. I'm just trying I'm trying to make it like at least feasibly understandable. Especially if you're watching something like this for the first time. Alright, so we got 2 lures charged. That's good. Need the last one charged, because remember we need 3 for Harry. We also have day in 3 minutes, so this Vomvalist better show up fast. Come on. Why don't you move, dude, please? This actually might be an issue, and we might have to kill him. Because there are no Vombalists spawning. Alright, I'm gonna try... Yeah, there's like no Vombalists spawning at all. What I'm gonna have to do is go to an area where I know Vombalists are at. Or at least I hope that they're at. There's a Vombalist. Nope, that's the stupid runners. This sucks. I don't want to have to kill him. I got day in 2 minutes. Why are there no Vombalists? There's supposed to be Vombalist blooms spawning, but they're not spawning. All we've got is just him. This is kind of sus. Game, come on. Ah, here's some. Here's one. Here's two. Come on. If you accidentally kill it, that's okay. You can still touch the Eidolon or the lure. I need one more, dude. Come on. 1 minute. Please. Please, 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 please. One Vom, that's all I ask. I really don't want to have to kill him. I want to capture. Always capture, never kill. Oh, come on, Warframe. I need one. Day in 1 minute. Come the fuck on. All I need is one Vombalist, please. I might have to kill him. Got 44 seconds, and if I don't kill him, he's just gonna... go back to the lake. Alright. Unless by some miracle something shows up right the fuck now. "16 seconds. Game. Oh, wait. There's two over here. Just grab it. Just grab it. Just grab it. Alright, we got it. Let's just do this. Got it. There we go. I actually think I just killed him because somehow the lures just got killed. I don't know. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know if those lures got killed or not just now. I don't know. I think that was a capture. But I'm sorry if that run felt really clunky. That was like a complete complete cuck moment. The Vombalist didn't want to spawn. I hope that was a cap. Avenger, Awakening, and Tempo. I think that was a capture from what it looked like. There's no way to like technically tell. If it was a kill, then I don't know what would have even killed the lures, but if it felt like this was like very unexplanatory, please always remember to leave questions in the comments section below. I know that That run definitely felt pretty scuffed there at the end. That actually kind of pisses me off, but we still got the 3 lowers that we needed, and I think that was a cap. Maybe somebody will scream me in the comments. Well, actually, that was a kill, but either or, I died twice, and I don't know how I did die twice, but if there is one mod that you were absolutely going to need in this, I know I should have said this at the beginning, on your Warframe, you 100% are absolutely going to need, as soon as it shows up, slow console, go burr. You're really, really going to need adaptation. You're going to have a very rough time with this fight if you do not have adaptation, because the amount of just consistent damage procs that Eidolons do to you it's mind-numbing. Not to mention all these glitter effects, all these stupid glitter farts, as Rebecca calls them. So if there's anything I feel like I didn't explain well, or you feel like I didn't explain well, remember, there's always the comment section. Thank you for watching to this point. I hope that you found this guide useful. Again, the Harrow and the Wisp gameplay and builds will also be in the description. So thank you guys so much for your time. I'm glad you made it all the way through. I'm sorry if anything felt a little bit quirky. But remember, guys, strive proudly and howl loudly. Good night, everyone.